I had this history of always being fond of double meanings in even in literature or in imagery. So I just from 1980,
So
I went.
just to clarify, so you were saying, and I'm doing this because we just started recording. You're saying the style of double meaning in your art,
Mhm.
it's not something new.
No, it's not something new.
You just gave it a new name,
Yes, yes, yes.
but it was
Because
always there.
I decided from 1980, I decided to promote it, to push that style as far, excuse me, as far as I could go.
Okay.
And without blowing my own trumpet, I feel that I have taken it beyond what Dali ever accomplished. Because
Uh,
he didn't focus on that visual font. Um, so actually, I discovered Dali in about 1977. And in 1980, I realized Leonardo da Vinci, who is one of my big heroes,
uh,
actually suggested it as an idea how to enhance your creativity. So I picked up the Mona Lisa.
okay.
I said, what? There must be something special in that painting that makes it so famous besides what art historians know. I started looking at the Mona Lisa and I discovered a plethora of hidden images that I haven't heard any art historian talk about.
Okay.
Apparently, they haven't seen it. If, for example, if one looks at the Mona Lisa and you follow the outline of her neck and chest, you see the outline of a kitten.
Of a what?
Kitten.
Okay. That's
Mhm.
interesting.
If you look at, there's a little river meandering in the landscape, meandering over her left shoulder, and it looks like the head of a dog. I looked at the shadow beneath her nose, and it looked like a gondola. Because that was the thing I had been doing. You don't sit on that one because these people are getting
Okay.
um I've been doing that since childhood, and then when I read Da Vinci's suggestion, the artist can look at a stain on the wall and see whatever he wants to see.
You can see whatever you
Oh
want.
yes,
Okay,
and
that's interesting.
since then I've done about 8 different versions of the Mona Lisa.
Okay.
So the last one I did, I transformed it into a landscape.
Okay. So you said this came to you as a child when your mom was teaching you,
Mhm.
and your brother,
Mhm.
and you kind of just developed a love for that and decided at some point that that's how you're gonna focus your art
Yeah.
in the
And
future.
as I said, one of the major things that really pushed me further into this, I always wanted to play with words like Sparrow plays with words. So I realized it's the same thing. He was doing it with words, and Dali was doing it with imagery.
Hmm.
And so I decided that's what I want to do. I want to push that. Art being my forte, I wanted to focus on that style
Okay.
and develop it as far as I could.
All right, that sounds exciting, and it has been an exciting almost 50 years, or you wouldn't still be doing it.
Actually, I've been painting in that particular style. From 72 to 80, I was just doing landscapes, portraits, and things like that. But
Uh,
from 1980, I started focusing on visual fun.
okay,
Now,
good. So in these almost 50 years, 49 years to be exact, how many pieces have you done? Have you counted pieces? How
I
many
would
pieces are you in possession of? I should say, probably that's easier.
conservatively at least 500.
You have at least 500 pieces.
Conservatively, yes.
Conservatively, because
Yes.
there are some which you
I
put up.
have paintings in this house that Yvonne has never seen.
Oh my God, you have a whole gallery
I
there.
have paintings in this house that I haven't seen in more than a decade.
Oh
They they
Jesus.
hidden there. Yeah. And
Oh,
some of them are large. The largest one is 9 feet by 16 feet.
I see.
In
Oh,
90, in
that's a
90,
lot.
when President Reagan declared that Dr. King's birthday was going to be a national holiday, I said I had to do something to honor Dr. King. And my brother and I, we stretched this huge canvas, 9 feet high and 16 feet wide. I had no idea what I was going to do with it after I did it, but I did it in 2 months and 2 days.
Okay.
In fact, that piece you can see on my Facebook page.
Oh, wow. And as you mentioned Facebook, can you just tell us what's the name of your Facebook page for people who might?
Well, I have three Facebook pages. One is called the Museum of Anthropomorphic Alternative Reality, and the other one is oh gosh, but I have the main one is just my name, David G.
Okay, great. All right, so you said, David, basically you were born in the Commonwealth of
Dominica, not the Dominican Republic.
DR. So you just want to make sure that everyone knows that it's not DR that you're from. You're from the Commonwealth.
Sometimes when I get fed up of telling people, I just switch to Spanish because I thought I've been teaching Spanish since 1975.
Okay, wonderful.
French and Spanish.
Okay. And you left Dominica and came straight here to the United States?
Yes, 1976.
Okay, did you come here to study or you just migrated?
To study.
To study. Okay, and at that time you came here to study art?
No, I chose not to study art because my father, when I was 10 years old, my father asked me, "What do you like to be?" I said, "I want to be an artist." Oh my God, who told me to say that? Artist died poor. I never let him see any of my drawings. Oh. I started painting. In 1972, my parents had just separated. And when I moved with my mom, I started painting then. But I never let him see any of my drawings. But if I had a class project, he would be involved. But after that, he didn't want to see any drawing or drawing. Okay. So I started painting when after my parents separated. I was at my mom's home, so he wouldn't see.
Oh, okay. So you came here, and you went to which school? Which school did you come? I
did my freshman year at Manhattan College in Riverdale, up in the Bronx, and then I transferred to York College. I completed my degree in economics, and I minored in foreign languages because I had the experience of teaching French and Spanish. I studied French. Teaching French in Guadeloupe, the island to the north of Dominica.
Okay. And so let me ask you this: while you were in college, did art ever take over the scene at that point?
Well, I was too busy working, trying to pay tuition. In fact, that's why I left Manhattan College, which I regretted. I should have stayed at Manhattan College. But I finished my degree in 4 years, and I met this young lady.
Okay.
The rest is history.
What she was the high point of your college life.
Well, I would go into the details of that, but she was one of my students.
Okay, so she was the other degree that you gained.
I was actually tutoring Spanish at York College. And she came into my class, and the rest is history.
Okay, that's wonderful. So you met Ivani during college, and you got married after?
No, we were in our last semester of college when we got married.
Oh, wonderful! And you've been
we got married March 1st, 1980, and we graduated June 12th. Both of us graduated the same day.
Oh, wonderful! Okay, so and you guys have made a great team. Two of you. I don't ever see you doing anything, and Ivani is not in the background somewhere. Even if she's not on camera, she's right there beside you.
41 years.
Yeah.
I can't complain. She complains, but I can't complain.
And that's wonderful.
I had a great ride.
Right. And you also incorporate stuff about your wife in your paintings, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is it all in every piece that you
let's see. When you see a still life, let me see. Sometimes I juxtapose fruits and vegetables and create a new.
Oh.
And the inspiration.
Well, you always have that Y somewhere.
Yeah, the Y. Oh yes, if you see a vase, you'll always love it. Do you know I was doing that for 3 years before she recognized it?
Oh.
One day she was coming down with, I've been in the basement and she was coming down with a load of laundry. And as she came down the steps, she said, "Oh, that's where you've been putting me." Oh yes, here's one. There's a one. It's a vase of flowers.
Uh-huh.
I call this anthropomorphic bouquet.
Okay.
And you will see the
Y right there.
Right there, yeah. And for 3 years I was doing this, and she never, she was looking at the painting but never realized it until that one day she came down into the basement with a load of laundry. As she was passing my easel, she said, "Oh, that's where you've been putting me."
Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, so you are going to show 2 pieces of your work at the tea party that is upcoming, and we're very excited about seeing the work, hearing more about them. We don't want to give away the secret, but we have been showing these on Facebook and all social media. The name of the 2 pieces are Trenchstone Tremor, and you have one right behind you there, right?
Yeah, this is a print of it.
Right, and the other one is the Madonna of the Nappyhead Christ.
Yes.
And so on the day of the party, you're going to be showing us just, or probably making it interesting for us to guess what are really inside of these art and what they represent. What are the hidden objects in them?
The interesting thing is that especially Trenchstone Tremor. It took me 13 years. I painted that. I executed that painting in 1992, and not until 2005, somebody showed me something that was hidden in there that I hadn't intended, but it fit right into the story.
Right.
And I remember we were looking for that object. When he came with the photograph, I had asked him to. We are members of an art club. He says, "I like the lion you have in that." I said, "I have no lion in there." He said, "Yes, you do." And then he proceeded to show it to me.
Very interesting.
You remember how difficult it was for you to find it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was difficult because the picture I was looking at constantly was cropped.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, so we will show people where those are. I'm almost getting a hint of, and you probably can look more at this, the crown of that picture. If you look at Bob Marley's Uprising album, you probably could see almost a vague thing about.
In fact, I think that's the album from which I used the image.
Yeah, that Uprising album.
Yeah, I looked at that image and I began to see the figures in there.
Right. So you can probably study that those 2 things and see.
There's a lot of stuff that people don't do. When on that night I will explain who the people are. Because they're looking at their back, but they are particular people in his life.
Okay. All right. That's wonderful. So we're really excited about this, and we're going to be having that special art conversation with David G. Wilson, and he is my guest here today. He'll be at the tea party. He'll be explaining these 2 pieces of art, masterful pieces of art, and you can ask your question because you'll be on Zoom and you'll be joining us live, so you can ask questions and he will answer. David, you sell copies of your work, and you have the Trenchstone Tremor available for sale, right?
I have it available, and I can have it framed.
Okay, so
you can have it framed
orders. Right, you'll be taking orders for these pieces, or at least
that particular piece, the Nappyhead Christ piece. I haven't had in print. I don't have it in print yet.
Okay. And if you have
but
to,
I have others.
okay.
One that I call Aphrodite on a Picasso plate.
All right. So if people want your work, they can speak to you to find out what you have available in print that they could get at a lower price. And if you have to do a copy that you have to whatever, that's more expensive than the print.
Yeah, I can also get you can also have it on canvas made in G clay, which is a lot more impressive. But I always encourage people to get an original.
Okay, all right.
Because it's more valuable and it has appreciated value.
Right. Nice. So wonderful. So everybody, you could order your stuff from David. He will give out his contact number. Can you give it now, David? And before we finish, you give it again.
Okay.
How people can contact you?
My landline is 718-276-0364, and my cell 91.
Go ahead.
My cell 917-846-0322. You can also contact me by email.
Give us the cell again, David. 917-846-0322. 0322. That's his cell phone. 917-846-0322 is how we can contact David if we.
You can also contact me by email. Davivon@gmail.com.
All right.
Yvon@gmail.com.
Okay, wonderful. Yvonne at Gmail?
No, D-A-V David.
Dav Yvonne?
Yes. DAVYVON. We always link the two names.
I see that. Dav Yvonne. YVON.
Yes.
At Gmail.
At Gmail.
All right. So let's look at a few pieces of your work that I see in the background there behind you. I asked earlier if you do portraits.
Yes, I can do portraits, but it's not one of my portraits.
Okay. So you're not looking for work for portraits, really?
Yes, I will accept, but the image the image has to be very clear.
Okay.
Because the clearer the better. I have done a portrait from tiny photographs, but it's more or less hit or miss.
Okay.
If I presented with a very good high resolution photograph, I can do a better job.
Okay, wonderful. And you have a self-portrait behind you of with you and Yvonne?
Yes, that was on in 1982. We were very young at that time. There's something symbolic here. Look between the head. You'll see a dictionary. If you look between the heads, you will see a dictionary. Okay, here I have some art books that I was selecting from on the second shelf from Time magazine. In fact, that is one of them. I read that thing, that suggestion by David. But up here, our college textbook, which we still have from 1980. We still have them. We don't throw out anything. And between the two heads, there's a Spanish dictionary. You should know why the Spanish dictionary is there.
Well, the Spanish.
I just told you why the Spanish dictionary is there.
Oh, because of your mom and how you started the.
Remember, I told you she walked into my Spanish class. I was tutoring.
Oh, yes, the Spanish class. Okay.
I was tutoring Spanish at your college.
Okay.
That's where the Spiderweb. That's where the Spiderweb caught the fly.
I like how you put the significant things inside of your work. Yeah. It's so exciting. So that was the connector.
Yes, the Spanish. I also taught her French.
All right.
I also treat her as a friend, yes.
All right, so nice. Okay, so wonderful. So the one that's above that one that you just showed us.
Yeah, that's Malcolm.
That's Malcolm.
Yeah. It's two Muslims in front of a mosque, brandishing sickle and scimitar. The sickle represents his belief in self-help, and the scimitar represents his belief in self-defense. Many people say that Malcolm X was violent, but Malcolm says if a man puts his hand on you, don't let him put his hand on somebody else. Don't turn the other cheek.
Okay.
And that was his foresight, so I used them as his classes. And the two Muslims in front of a mosque, brandishing sickle and scimitar.
Okay. I still don't see all of those. I have to study that picture to see.
It's on the website. It's on my website.
Yes, I have
to. My main website is davidgwilson.com.
Okay, wonderful. davidgwilson.com. I have to study that one to see all of those things.
You can get a very good image. I also have another website with Fine Art America.
Okay.
I have about 20 websites.
I can imagine. Okay, so also behind you there is the Trenchtown Tremor.
Trenchtown Tremor,
which we're not going to go into. And
we'll leave that for Sunday.
The party. That's the mystery piece.
Yeah.
And above that, tell us about that one, David.
That's a commissioned piece. I saw a photograph yesterday. Was it yesterday or night before? And the hairdo really blew me away.
We're not seeing the full picture on here.
Can we? Oh. The hairdo really blew me away.
Okay.
And so I copied the image from the internet, and I did this portrait. It took me about 5 hours.
That's very interesting. Very, very cute. That's very nice. And you did this yesterday. How long? And just 5 hours to paint?
When did you post it on there?
Yesterday.
Okay, that's when I picked it up, and I finished it last night, and I had it framed this morning.
Amazing. So that's a painting of Evadne. Done by David. That's beautiful, David. You know what I thought you might have done to that image is to change the earring into something, one of your stuff that you always do.
Oh.
You know, to hide something in there, but it's beautiful just as it is anyway.
Well, yeah, that was the earring in there.
Yeah.
Now there was a glass here in front of you, and I was contemplating putting the glass of wine that turns into Christ on the cross. But I said I don't know how religious you are.
No.
Although I do religious images, I'm not. I'm not religious.
I just love my champagne. That's all I know. But that's really nicely done, David. You captured that so nicely. Very nice pose, if I may say so myself. And the hairstyle was really.
Yeah, the hairstyle it really blew me away.
Yeah.
I like natural hairstyles.
It's the African queen right there.
Yeah.
We love it, David. Very nice, and the pose was very nice, very fitting for the hairdo too. All right, so as we said before, you will be one of our special guests at our upcoming tea party on Sunday, and we'll go through those two wonderful pieces that you have done before. And so people can ask you questions, and we can have fun finding the different.
On Sunday evening, I'll tell you the story about the painting being exhibited at the museum.
Okay.
We almost missed that opportunity.
Okay. And you said the Madonna of the Nappy-Head Christ was on display at the Museum of the Bible for how long?
For a year.
A year. That's
From
what...
November of 2017 to November of 2018.
Okay, wonderful. Okay.
What's the name of that company? It's it's an art store in down south. I'm trying to. They're one of these evangelical Christians. Hobby Lobby. The owners of Hobby Lobby, they purchased this huge building in Washington D.C. And they funded it's 450,000 square. Okay. It's a 8-story building. They purchased and turned it into a museum of the Bible. Okay. They saw my work online and asked me to borrow it for a year.
Okay, it's wonderful. That's nice. That's a great opportunity.
The story gets more complicated than that. I laugh at it all the time. That we almost missed that opportunity too.
That's nice. Okay, David. Again, let's repeat those numbers, those contacts for the persons who join. If you just joined this video late, you can leave your comment for us under the video. But we're speaking with Artis David G. Oh my God.
David G. Wilson.
David G. Wilson. Some days my head just goes.
And the easiest way to find me on the internet is just Google David G. Wilson.
Right. And David can be contacted at 917-846-0322. That's 917-846-0322. And David, you live in Queens, New York.
Yeah.
But you do admit persons to come and look at your work if they contact you and make the arrangements for you to do that, or if they're interested to buy, you will allow them a guided tour of to see some of your work, because there's no way they're going to see 500.
Well, I'm working on a series of about, hopefully by next year I will have completed another 300 pieces.
Right.
And these I will make original pieces. I'll make affordable for people who are, and that's the last time you'll ever get it that because we're raising funds to try to rebuild it, expand on the house, because we want to create a museum right here.
All right, that's
convert our home into a museum. So we're trying to raise funds to expand the house so that we create a museum here.
A real big show that people can come in groups and so on. That's a great plan. All right, David, thank you so much. Thank you for being here with us, for sharing. And Ivani in the background, thank you for being a part of this, although you're not showing your face.
Very supportive. 43 years of support.
All right. Hopefully Ivani will be in the picture on Sunday.
Yeah, wherever there's a museum, you just get in the car and drive.
All right. Thank you, David. Thank you so much for allowing us to see your work. Thank you for being a great sport. And we will catch up with you on Sunday at the tea party.
Okay, thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. Thank you. And I love my portrait.
Okay, then.
Bye. You should take a picture of it on Facebook so I could share it.
I will do that. I will do that. In fact, I wanted to do it just at the time that we were signing on, so that you'll be surprised when you saw it. But I'll do that right now.
Okay, do that, and so we could share it with the originals for people to see.
All right.
How nice it came out and how fast.
Right.
Thank you, David. Have a blessed evening, you and Ivani. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye, great.